Alright mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. I'm talking to you from a very swanky hotel room in none other than Qatar. Yes, that's right, I'm in Qatar. The same place the World Cup's going to be in 2022. The place that the FIFA Club World Cup is going to be this week. That's why I'm here. Obviously Liverpool playing in it along with the other champions of the various continents. My first time coming to a Club World Cup. And I'm very much looking forward to this experience because, as you know, I went to Russia for the World Cup last year. Amazing experience in my life. And I very much want to go to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. So this is a test, if you like, see what the country's like, see what the football's like, football stadiums are like. So I'm very fortunate to be brought out here to experience the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm not here on my own though. We've got a special guest. It's the Manj Dog, Manji.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. You ready for some Qatar?
I'm ready for it. It's not a part of the world I've ever been to.
No.
So I'm curious to see what it's about. And that's the beauty of football. It's a global game.
It really is. It really is. Russia was a crazy experience for me last year, but that was still in the same continent of Europe. This is a different continent, and it's a whole different culture. Lots to learn, lots to take in. Got a few different activities to look forward to, as well as, of course, Liverpool's semi-final in the Club World Cup, and then the final on Saturday. If Liverpool make it, obviously we'll see Liverpool play there again. So let's go. Into the bathroom now, and this is very luxurious. This hotel room is extra special. I mean, we know about Qatar, we know there's a lot of money in this country, in this part of the world. This hotel is unbelievable. In the day, tomorrow, I'll show you what it looks like. There's like an island around it. It's on its own private area. It's got a beach, loads of restaurants. Special segment now called
Faisal's Financial Corner.
What you got for us, Faiz?
Qatar has the highest GDP per capita in the world. That means take the GDP, divide it by the amount of people, that's what you get. Very high.
Lot of moolah.
Yes, very commodity rich place, and let's embrace that.
Faisal's Financial Corner. Good morning, and this is what we're dealing with from the balcony. Look at this place, guys. It's pretty crazy. It's kind of like this man-made island. So this hotel is on like an island, and the backside of the hotel there's a private beach. We've just arrived at the fan zone. There's a couple of games going on today. There's a 5th place playoff because there's already been some quarterfinals and whatnot gone on, and there's the semi-final between Flamingo, the Brazilian South American Confederation champions, who won the South American Champions League, aka the Copa Libertadores, and they're taking on the champions of Asia. The winner of that will go to the final, and that will be playing the winner of Liverpool versus Monterrey, which is obviously Europe versus champions of CONCACAF, Central and North America. And this is the fan zone, starting off with some Zorb football options, or bubble football. Loads of stuff to get involved in. FIFA Club World Cup fan zone. Bosh. Performances up there, watch games over there if you're not in the stadium itself. Fan zones are pretty crucial in Russia. Me and Manj Dog missed breakfast, so we just got ourselves that was a lovely falafel. It was a lot bigger, but I've just reduced to that. We've got some mozzarella sticks here. What we got in here? Onion rings, obviously vegetarian these days, so options are slightly less, but still happy to see they've catered towards me. What have you gone for?
I did have a chicken wrap. That's now inside of me.
Good.
Just neutralising.
Decent.
Just providing me nutritional content.
Which is what this is really, nutritional content coming at you from Qatar.
Exactly.
I've spotted a wild poet living his best life. He's tired now, bless him, he's getting old.
And now, are you ready?
We know there's only one way to score, Faisal.
Top bins.
Got to put it top bins. He's got everything else covered, this robot keeper. Whoa, see, it's got to be more top bins than that, it's hard. Don't be surprised if Manj Dog puts it in the top bins. Close. It's not bad. There you go. Oh, 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 oh. Right, vending machine next. Score a goal, you get a prize. Gotta get it in that hole. That's what Manji does though. Maybe not. Oh! Look at that. Right, so the 5th place playoff is going on right now. We're watching it over here on the big screens, but we're going to jump in a coach. We're going to go to the stadium to watch the first semi-final. Flamingo being the favourites from Brazil. I don't know what is going on over there. And I think it's going to be a Flamingo-Liverpool final in a few days. You see a ticket there for the runner-up 5th place game, as well as this game. Flamingo fans kicking off, and the stadium is just over there.
I love you all.
2022, look, the building says 2022 because what's happening in 2022? The World Cup.
Calendar building, man.
Ah, she blows. It's an impressive stadium.
I can't believe what's going on! As you can see, this fans are ready. Over 15,000 made all the way from Brazil to see
Al Hilal, the Saudi Arabian champions of Asia, have gone 1-0 up against Flamingo. Against the bookies odds before the game, they're only 7-1. But they're playing better football. They've got Giovinco and Gomes up front, 1-0. Flamingo have equalised. It's 1-1 game on, second half now. Could go the distance this game. Could be the winner. Could be the winner. What could be the winning goal for Flamengo? Good cross from Rafinha, who's on loan for Bayern Munich. 2-1, 10 minutes left. It's another one! It's got to be all over now. 3-1 to Flamengo. They've been much better in the second half. I think they're going to go through to the final. Hopefully playing Liverpool. Right, game over here. Flamengo through to the final. I actually thought first half Al Hilal played better football. They looked really good, but second half Flamengo absolutely trounced them. And yeah, if Liverpool get the win tomorrow against Monterrey from Mexico, they'll be in the final against them, which will tee up a nice little situation where Andy Robertson at left back will be marking the right winger for Flamengo, whose name is Everton. Spicy. Look at the size of this cake. What do we think of this? Unbelievable scenes. And some kind of falcon over here. What's going on here? It's like a robot llama. Hello. We come in peace. What is it? He's looking at us. See you, mate. It's another day in Qatar. We're back at the fan zone. Today Liverpool playing, of course. And there's going to be some Liverpool fans in here. Looking forward to getting going. Jamie Webster, the Liverpool musician who follows the team around. Seen him in Madrid last year. I think he was in Ukraine the year before as well for the Champions League finals. He's going to be doing a performance, so should be lively.
There's something that the club wants you to know. The best in the world is only when we know. It's a sense of heart. It's a number 4. Watching them play. I'll be watching score. He'll pass the ball. Come as you like. Who is he? It's Virgil van Dijk. It's Virgil van Dijk. Sadio Mane, throw it down the wing, Mane. It's top, I sing Mane. We all want it in Madrid.
Right, we're on our way to the Khalifa International Stadium now for the Liverpool game. Same stadium that the game was at yesterday, same stadium that all the games are at. And it's actually Qatar Independence Day today. It's like a national holiday. So there's all kinds of celebrations going on. There's people hanging out of their cars with big Qatar flags and stuff. So very special day, and it'll be even more special evening for Liverpool fans if they get the win and set themselves up a lovely final versus Flamengo. Here we go. 1-1. Liverpool. Let's go. Right, we might have got to the game a little bit late and we've missed 2 goals. However, it's still perfectly poised at 1 apiece. Monterrey 1, Liverpool 1. Naby Keita with a goal for Liverpool. Manji, who's going to win this? Is it Liverpool?
I think it's Liverpool, but it's an exciting start to the game. Shame we missed it.
Yeah, 2 goals already. I think there's plenty more to come. Great little story is that the guy who scored the goal for Monterrey, for Funes Mori, is the twin brother of Funes Mori, who used to play for Everton. So the brother of an ex-Everton player who scored against Liverpool. There's the boys. Mane, Firmino, Trent. Liverpool haven't quite gone full strength tonight. They've only got Salah of the normal front 3 playing. It's not the normal middle 3. It's Chamberlain, Lallana and Keita, who has been playing a bit recently. But most importantly, Jordan Henderson is playing centre-back with Joe Gomez. Van Dijk's not playing. And obviously they've got a bit of a centre-back crisis because both Lovren and Matip are injured. So they're not going to be as safe at the back as normal without VVD and with Jordan back there. Trent Alexander-Arnold time. Get those assists. 6 minutes left. Bobby Firmino time. Still 1-1. Booze, you worried?
No. Cheekbone checks.
Cheekbones are in place, so he's happy.
I started a Mexican wave.
We did.
Like
Check out Poet and Booge's channel if you want to see a Mexican wave get started by Booge. I was second in command.
And I hashtagged that at the end.
He didn't forget to hashtag it either, so go and check out their channel. Meanwhile, Jordan Henderson playing centre back. No Van Dijk, not the same Liverpool, let's be honest. Yeah, Bobby! Bobby Firmino off the bench! Trent Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Substitute. Come on, and won the game. Well, that's our second game in 2 days done, and we know the finalists, Liverpool versus Flamingo. I have to say they are the two biggest supported teams here in Qatar, so I think we're going to have a really good atmosphere. It's going to be a sellout once again. That was a sellout tonight, 45,000 people in the crowd. Really looking forward to it. You know, Liverpool weren't at their best tonight. Once they got the big boys on, Firmino with the winner, Trent with the assist, I'm very much looking forward to Saturday night. It's going to be big. Right, another day here in Qatar. We're inside Education City Stadium, which is a different stadium to the games we've been at so far. And it's, we're getting a tour now. We're in the VIP area, and I can see the pitch just in front of me. And it's obviously state of the art, brand new stadium. All the stadiums are so close to each other. You could theoretically go to more than one game in one day. 2, maybe 3. The distance between them is not a lot. Double decent. That is lovely. Right, so something that's definitely worth pointing out about this stadium is you see these little holes here. This is air conditioning in every row. They have air conditioning in this stadium. There's a few questions that brings up. First of all, if the World Cup's going to be at this time of the year, which is why we're here, obviously December time, you're not going to need air conditioning. I can tell you right now, the temperature here is nice, but it's not too hot at all. It's actually nowhere near as hot as some of the games in Russia were last year. One of the games I went to, I think it was for England against Panama in Nizhny Novgorod, was like 35 degrees. This is nowhere near that. We're talking 20, 21, 22 degrees max. So there's definitely no need for aircon, and not going to be any problems with the heat if the World Cup's in December. If the World Cup's in the summer, it will definitely be too hot, and that is why they put aircon in here. Now there's obviously some concerns about air conditioning a stadium because of the amount of damage it can potentially do to the environment. So that's something I want to find out more about. But there's no doubt about it that it's an amazing feat to be able to air conditioning a stadium, because this is not a stadium with a roof. That's the sky right there. So it's actually, you know, natural environment. They can aircon, you know, an open environment. I don't know if that's even been done before. Apparently there's even rumours that they're going to air condition streets. I don't know how all this works, and I'd love to know the implications of it, obviously, in terms of the environment. Guys, we've made it on to the pitch. I really think they should let us play on it. It needs to be tested. We need to stress test it. We're on. Look at this. View around the stadium is amazing. Just imagine me sitting there somewhere, watching Marcus Rashford go through, pass it to Raheem Sterling, go for England! And they are the World Cup champions! So I'm learning more all the time. I'm asking a lot of questions here. So there's 8 stadium sites for the World Cup. This is one of 8. And only one of those 8 is going to be dismantled after the World Cup's finished. The other 7 are all going to be used with different plans, different legacy plans. So the plan for this stadium, as it's called Education City, there's going to be schools based out of here. The women's football team is going to be based here, and the schools that use it are going to use this facility as their pitch. The top tier will be removed, but this is where they'll come and play their games. Imagine this being your school pitch. It's amazing. So there's going to be 7 stadiums left after the World Cup. And the air conditioning I've asked some more questions about. So how it works is they only actually cool a bit by bit. It's not one system for the whole stadium. There's like a system for this row of seats, for this area of seats. So for example, if that side is not too hot, they don't need to aircon it, but they can turn the aircon just for that bit on. Today they've just got the area that we were in turned on. So they can be quite selective with it. They don't need it for this time of year. I think they've put it in there because of that legacy plan. They know their plan is for the World Cup to be in the winter, obviously, and there's absolutely no need to aircon those games. They may need to aircon games in the future once the World Cup's over. But even though with aircon you think, why can't we just do the tournament in the summer then? Surely we can do it in the summer. There's a lot of other things to think about. You can get yourself cool from the heat, but you can't stop the power of the sun. In the summer here it's like 40, 50 degrees, and you'd have to literally get funneled from your hotel, wherever you're staying, to the stadium without taking any time in the sun, because it would be way too hot. So I think even with the aircon stadium, a summer tournament is just not an option. Get a close up of the grass here. That's what we're dealing with. Dugout banter. I think that's more aircon units. I'm not gonna lie, there's a small but potential chance I could be manager of England for the 2022 World Cup. Small, but it's just play it out. Hashtag, a couple more promotions. Devs can't, he wants to stay with hashtag in the lower leagues. They need someone that's part of that kind of energy, and they give me the job. Southgate becomes Prime Minister of England after people realise we need a better leader. And they approached me, maybe in the case, let's be realistic, maybe assistant gaffer, maybe director of banter. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I could be sitting in one of these seats, more likely one of those seats up there, but I've got to just see if it's comfortable, and you know what, it's lovely. And now we're going through the players' entrance, the tunnel, premium. Look at this, it's like a hotel. It's like the Matrix. Gaffer, can I have a word? Gaffer. Yeah, I just want to talk about my playing time. I was hoping to play in the group stage and you haven't given me any minutes yet, mate.
Oh, there's loads of reasons why. I'm very stressed at the moment looking after my children. And also, you're not good enough. What's going on? Look, I want to get David Vjanic in here, top striker in. Come in, son, have a seat.
Why'd you take me to the tournament if I'm not good enough?
Spencer, why did Theo Walcott goal in 2006? What's going on, brother? Fantastic goal you scored. You're going to have, as captain now, I'm taking the captaincy away from Spencer.
What?
Yeah, I've taken it away from you, geezer. Vuj, I need you as captain now. Spencer, just talk to him about the roles and responsibilities you had. I'm out.
I mean, mainly what he's been having me do is just bring the water out for the lads. Here we go, this is the absolute main room, the changing rooms. Oh, look at those padded seats. Look at that, wait, let's find my, where's number 6? Okay, this is where I'd be. Number 6. Got my own little locker. Oh, it's open. Keep my snacks in there. This is what we're looking for. This will be the hot cold treatment, probably a plunge pool there. That'll be a hot sort of jacuzzi type function. Oh, sauna! I don't think I've ever seen a sauna in a football stadium before. That's a first. That is a first. And the steam room, of course. Oh, it's massive. Wow. If you've ever wondered what it looks like from this side of a press conference, hopefully be more full crowd than that, but here's a little microphone set up. And you just talk into that, basically. They don't just have VIP entrances here, they have VVIP entrances. We're going to go for it now. VVIP, boys. Ooh, hello, what a box this is. Okay, so like in the box, we also have this area here, which looks like a normal bathroom, but it's actually where people sit down and prepare to pray. This is the prayer room. It's obviously different culture, different habits. They'll come in here and they'll do some prayers, but before that they have to make sure their feet are clean, their hands are clean, so they can sit on this seat and do those things here. And this symbol here is to say that it's obviously for men, but that is the symbol for prayer. And yeah, so it's a little room for that in the box. Can we just score one goal real quick?
Once again, welcome to the Generic Festival 2019, where social skills and knowledge exchange have been happening all week between you.
It's always interesting to see what shirts they've got for sale. Wolves, Brazil, Barca, Qatar, Roma, Juve. This appears to be a large thumb emanating from the ground over there. Wow, that is quite a sight. Where it's very far.
See him? He's the same size as me.
Look at these two, you take them to the market for 1 hour and they come out like this, both got walking sticks. Look at this, a gingerbread house, completely edible, top to bottom. Maybe not the door bit, but the rest of it, blue skies, Christmas tree, very nice, and look outside. Bench dog!
Let's kill some sandcastles.
Woohoo! Jeez. So much sand in my mouth. Sand everywhere. We're in the desert. But then that is the ocean. Sand and sea. And Faisal. Faisal's lost his hat in the sand. In the wind.
I won't be able to get back up.
It's going to be a leg workout. You're not going to go for it? Faisal's lost his hat. He's too scared to get it himself, so Spendog's stepping up.
Right, the true soldier. Gone to retrieve my cap. Operation Desert Storm. Don't forget to hashtag it. He's done it. Workout on the legs. So deep, isn't it? Fucking yes, Ben. That's why I hang around with this mug. Comes up with the goods. How was that?
Michael Jackson, actually. Michael Jackson's not funny anymore. We have water. We've made it. Is it a mirage? No, that's real. And they say there's no water in the desert. Look at this. That is cool. Right guys, it is final day. Got my ticket here. The third, fourth place playoff, which is happening on the same pitch, has just gone to penalties. But of course the final is Liverpool versus Flamingo, England versus Brazil. Brazilian and South American general have won this tournament once before. Every other winner has been European, but there's only been one English winner, and that was Manchester United back in the day. Liverpool never won it either since it began officially in the year 2000. Faisal, you ready?
I'm ready for it. The atmosphere is building. It's quite nice actually. And you know what? The standard of football was pretty surprising from the teams that I hadn't heard of. We obviously know Liverpool were tearing it up in the league, so I think this could be quite a feisty affair. And the Flamingo fans, they're loving it.
Yeah, this is the final we wanted, isn't it, in terms of the fan base. It's going to be lively. And in terms of players to watch out for in Flamingo, obviously we know about Gabriel Barbosa, the young striker. Another player to look out for is the left winger for Flamingo, Bruno Henrique. Scored a goal in the week in the semi-final, which we went to. And he looked like he had a bit of feistiness, sometimes got in trouble a little bit, but had moments of brilliance. Hadn't heard of him before this tournament, if I'm honest. Left back Felipe Luis, right back Rafinha from Bayern Munich, in goal Diego Alves. The Flamingo team is listed with big names. We know about the Liverpool team, of course. I think we're in store for a good final. Liverpool have gone more full strength. They've started the front three together. We've got Salah, Mane and Firmino. They've got the best centre-back partnership they can put out right now, which is Van Dijk and Gomez, because there's injuries to Lovren, Matip and Fabinho, who's also missing from the midfield. So Liverpool gone full strength, not underestimating the Brazilians. In terms of pre-match predictions, I think it's going to be a convincing Liverpool win. No disrespect to Flamingo, but I think that the return of Virgil van Dijk, who didn't play in the semi-final, is going to be the difference between the two teams. I think that he's just a beast. And Gabriel Barbosa, whilst a promising talent, for me didn't look like the kind of guy that can outwit Virgil van Dijk. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say 3-0 to Liverpool. Faisal?
Yeah, I think Liverpool were full throttle first game, just getting into Qatar, so it'll be nice and settled down now. I think their game face is on, but I'll say 2-0. I don't see Flamingo being a big threat today.
Got to say Flamingo giving as good as they're getting, and my 3-0 prediction before the game might be way off. Next goal could be crucial, could be the only goal, could go the distance, could go penalty. Penalty! Is it a penalty?
It might be, I have no idea.
It's an added time again! Mane's gone through in added time. I think it's been taken out by Rafinha. Penalty, it's going to VAR right now, but I think it will be a penalty to Liverpool. If they score, it's pretty much done. Gone to VAR. Ref's checking it now. Could decide the game, this. No! He's outruled it! He's overruled it! I'm very confused. They've given the ball back to the keeper. I thought it was a free kick for a foul on Mane, but it's a free kick to Flamingo. They need to give you more information in the ground about what's going on with VAR, and it's too slow. Okay, so extra time it is. Both our predictions are wrong, Faze. I think Flamingo have been pressed.
I said 2-0, right?
Yeah.
And both teams were nil. 2-0.
Yeah, okay. Flamingo were better defensively than we thought. Liverpool were solid defensively. Neither team took chances well. Gotta be! Liverpool the Club World Cup. It's over. Fair play to them. So it's over. The Club World Cup champions are Liverpool for 2019. That means they are the champions of Europe, the champions of the world, and probably going to be the champions of England in just a few months' time. Thoroughly deserve it. My Faisal and I will be flying back to England in a few hours, but on the way back to the hotel now we'll have a few thoughts on the tournament. First of all, I think it's been a bit of a dry run for, we're actually having the Club World Cup here again next year, but obviously the World Cup in 2 years. And in terms of organisation, I'd say it's been solid. One thing that is important to add is all the games of this tournament were played on the same pitch. That was because some of the stadiums weren't ready yet. Now, I have to say the pitch itself held out very well. Played a lot of games on it and it still looked decent for tonight's final. Obviously, that won't happen in the World Cup, for example. There'll be much more pitches ready and it won't have to go through so much use. So that's good to see that it could take that kind of strenuous stress testing. In terms of the fan experience, not just the game itself, we didn't spend a lot of time out and about. We went to the market, as you saw, we went to a safari in the desert. I think if I was to come back for the World Cup, I imagine I'd be spending most of my time in hotels and then going to games and then going back to hotels for a number of reasons. Obviously there's social differences, cultural differences. A lot of countries, including England, their fan culture is combined with drinking culture. That's not something you can do in public spaces here in Qatar. So they're probably locating themselves around hotels. You also can't drink in the stadium, but I've been to tournaments where you can't drink in stadiums in the past as well. There've been some Euros tournaments where you can't. Last World Cup in Russia you could, but I guess that's down to the countries that are hosting it. For me, as much as some of these things might be different to what we're used to, I've got no problem personally with going to countries with different cultures and kind of appreciating that and changing your behaviour a little bit to be in line with what they do. As long as it's fair and as long as everyone's getting treated fairly and respectfully, I'm okay with it. In general, I'd say my time here has made me realise that the World Cup will work here this time of year. It might have a huge impact on the leagues and things that get interrupted to allow the players and teams to come here. But in terms of the tournament and its infrastructure, it will work. It will just be a bit of a different experience for fans that are used to having a bit more freedom to go and drink wherever they want and do whatever they want. That's a cultural change they're going to have to get used to. But there still are plenty of places you can go and do the things you're used to doing wherever you're from, be it England or wherever. It's just in certain places like hotels, that in hotels have clubs and bars and things like that. So I think there'll be a bit for everyone. They've got the fan parks. Fan zones will be more important, I think, at the Qatar World Cup than they have been at other ones, because there'll be a designated area for you to take part in those sort of things, such as getting alcohol. But enough about the alcohol, let's talk about other things. The Club World Cup itself, this is my first time going to one and I very much enjoyed it. I don't think it's seen in the way that it should be in football. Like, it's supposed to be the top level club tournament. And for whatever reason, maybe because it's mid-season for a lot of the European leagues, or maybe because it's deemed to be easier than winning a Champions League because you're going up against teams from different continents that aren't deemed to be as strong. But I think this tournament's shown that this wasn't easy for Liverpool. They've come and they've won both games with an injury time winner in the semi-final and an extra time winner in the final here. Very impressed with Flamingo. There's a couple of players in the Flamingo team I'd happily take at West Ham. Bruno Enrique, the winger slash striker, very much liked him. Rafinha, the right back, we know about him from Bayern Munich. I'd take him at West Ham. There's been some good players on display and I've been impressed by the non-European teams. I'm happy Liverpool have won it, being only the second team ever from the UK to win the Club World Cup along with Manchester United. So that's a very good accomplishment. I know there are plans to make the Club World Cup bigger, adding more teams into it and stuff like that, and be interesting to see what that does to events like the Champions League, to how different teams see it. But next year Liverpool will have that gold crest on their kit. I know I'd be buzzing if my team had that. So in general, I'd say I've achieved what I came here to achieve, which is having a little bit of a scouting mission for the World Cup in a couple of years. There's obviously some things and some concerns about various things to do with the World Cup being in Qatar, not just the time of year, but the rights and the safety of the workers that are building and have built stadiums here, the environmental effects of the air conditioning on stadiums. I showed you how that works. I think it's very impressive, but what does it actually do to the environment? These are questions that I'm very interested in hearing the answers to, and I am hoping that the powers that be are going to look into all those things, and if the World Cup does go ahead in Qatar, I'm trusting that they have looked into that and they've decided it's all good. So a couple of years from now, when the World Cup comes to Qatar, as long as England qualify, I'll be more than happy to come back. Nothing's happened to me in this trip that's changed my mind about that. That's maybe not want to come. Personally, I felt very safe at all times, enjoyed it, and the weather won't be an issue at all. It's more than okay to play football in this temperature. I've seen England play in much hotter temperatures in previous World Cups. So that's pretty much it for my time in Qatar, guys. I've had a good time. Faisal, have you?
Yeah, lovely time, lovely game.
Who's your player of the tournament?
Well, I'll probably have to say Bobby Firmino. They had that song about him, which I heard at the fan park, and it was actually true. So I was quite impressed with that, and he, you know, really helped Liverpool to win the trophy with his goals. And it's nice to see an English team come away with the win.
Yeah, I agree. That song being the fact that he scores every time you give him the ball, and he pretty much did that. Virgil van Dijk also massive. You saw the difference between Liverpool with him and without him. They didn't concede a goal in 120 minutes of football tonight. They came close, but they didn't quite. So well done to Liverpool. That's the end of the video, guys. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Big thanks to Road to 22 for bringing me and Faisal out here. I'll leave some links in the description to their Instagram page and whatnot, and you can follow and keep up to date with all the updates between now and the World Cup, which is coming to Qatar in 2022. I'll see you again soon. Enjoy the holidays. Until next time, don't go changing.